The notion that vaccines are necessary for Christians who follow Jesus is a perspective that has been debated among some Christian communities. While this viewpoint may seem misguided to many, it is essential to understand the underlying reasons and biblical interpretations that lead some Christians to believe that vaccines are not necessary for them. At the heart of this belief is the conviction that faith in God and Jesus' teachings is sufficient to protect them from harm, including diseases that vaccines aim to prevent. Many Christians who hold this view believe that their faith is a shield that guards them against evil, including illnesses. They often cite biblical passages such as Psalm 91:10, which states, "No evil will befall you, nor will any plague come near your dwelling," as evidence that God's protection is enough to keep them safe from diseases. Another key aspect of this perspective is the idea that the body is a temple, as described in 1 Corinthians 6:19-20. Some Christians interpret this to mean that they should not introduce foreign substances, such as vaccines, into their bodies. They believe that by doing so, they would be defying their temples and compromising their faith. This viewpoint is often linked to a holistic understanding of health, where the focus is on maintaining a healthy lifestyle, including a balanced diet, regular exercise, and a strong spiritual practice, rather than relying on medical interventions like vaccines. Some Christians also argue that the use of vaccines is a form of lack of faith, as it implies that they do not trust in God's ability to protect them. They believe that by choosing to vaccinate, they would be demonstrating a lack of trust in God's sovereignty and power. This perspective is often rooted in a literal interpretation of biblical passages, such as Matthew 6:25-34, where Jesus teaches his followers not to worry about their bodily needs, as God will provide for them. Furthermore, some Christians who reject vaccines may also be motivated by concerns about the potential risks and side effects associated with vaccination. They may be influenced by misinformation or misconceptions about the safety and efficacy of vaccines, which can be perpetuated through social media and other online platforms. In some cases, these concerns may be fueled by a distrust of the medical establishment and the pharmaceutical industry, which can be perceived as prioritizing profits over people's health and well-being. However, it is essential to note that the overwhelming scientific consensus is that vaccines are safe and effective in preventing the spread of diseases. The use of vaccines has been proven to save countless lives and prevent immense suffering. The World Health Organization, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, and other reputable health organizations all recommend vaccination as a crucial aspect of public health. In conclusion, while the idea that vaccines are necessary for Christians who follow Jesus may seem misguided to many, it is a perspective that is rooted in a complex mix of biblical interpretations, concerns about health and wellness, and mistrust of the medical establishment. However, it is crucial to recognize that this viewpoint can have serious consequences, not only for the individuals who choose not to vaccinate, but also for their communities and the broader public. By promoting accurate information and fostering a nuanced understanding of the role of faith and science in maintaining public health, we can work towards creating a more compassionate and informed discourse around vaccination.